Yeah, hi team. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we had a demo session. So today also I will explain what we have discussed in the last session, and I will continue the session. Okay. Na? So our target is to learn about a Python full stack. So we are going to become a Python full stack developer. Okay. Na? So if I want to become a Python full stack developer, or I want to learn a Python full stack developer, so what are the technologies I need to be learn? Okay. What are the concepts I need to be learn? Okay, what is the duration? All these things. So if you want to become a Python full stack, you need to learn three things. One is front end. Okay. Next one is server. Next one is database. Okay. Front end, server, database. In the front end, you need to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Along this one, we are extra providing the React JS for our students. Okay, no? Because if you have the front end with React itself, we are having the openness. Okay, no? React with Python, perfect. React Python plus database, super perfect. So that is the reason the selection in the interview will be fast if you are having these technologies. Next, coming to the server, Python. Okay, in the Python, we are going to cover core Python, advanced Python, and Python modules. Okay, na? Next, Django framework. Next, Django framework. So coming to the database, we are going to learn MySQL. What we are going to learn? MySQL. Okay, so these are the target. So the duration of the course is 4 months. Okay, na? The duration of the course is the 4 months. First 1 month, I mean, we're starting mid of November, right? November and December, we will complete a UI. So December means openings are not there. Okay, almost software employees are in a less, so openings are less. By the January, we will start your profile as a UI developer. Okay, yesterday also I shown you, today also let me show you. So see here, not only this one, some other also. So we are having, I mean, companies are expecting a trained candidates. Okay, so these type of the things I can able to forward. Okay, so by the January, you should be ready to attend the interviews. Okay, next, you are going to attend the interviews and parallelly you are going to prepare a Python. Okay, so by the March, you should be in the company. May your juniors are coming to the market. Before that one, you should be select and be working in the company. Please take that is the target. The duration is the 4 months. Next, let me explain daily. The session is 1 hour. Daily session is 1 hour. 1 hour followed by the interview questions, followed with interview questions and tasks. So daily I will give a task, interview questions. Once you complete the task, you need to be post the task in the Git. Where you need to be post the task in the Git. Okay, but I will explain you how to create a Git, how to post it. Okay, na? Next, for you people, you are a fresher or experienced guy, so you should be focused at least 7 hours per day. Yeah, at least 7 hours per day. So daily come to the class, whatever I'm going to be explain, prepare it. Okay, na? For example, if you are coming to the offline, 1 hour class, 1 hour meeting will be there. I mean, 15 minutes meeting. That is called the Agile process. That also I'm going to be explain. Next, Jira, I will explain it. Okay, na? So next you will go for a lunch. After the lunch, so we are going to be conducting presentations or group discussions. You should be participate so that you are going to get a confident on a speaking skills, presentation skills. Okay, na? So after that one, you need to be complete the task by 4:30 or 5 or 6. You can go your hostel and enjoy. Okay, na? So like this, prepare for how many days? 4 months. Definitely will get a job. But sir, 10 days, after 10 days, I'm having a homesick, going there, coming here, friends calling means. Okay, na? So the chance of getting the job will be decreased because your target is by the March, you should be in a company. Okay, na? Is that clear, team? Next, by the Jan, I will going to be start a placements, parallelly Python with a placement. Okay, by that moment, so UI will be completed. Basically, our placements are once a student is joined, after 3 weeks I will start. But after 3 weeks means December. In the December, almost less, but sometimes openings are there. I will forward. Okay, already our senior previous batches are attending. Okay, first I need to be complete, then only I will forward to you. Okay. Next. Sir, if you want to become a Python full stack developer, where I need to be start? How to be start? As I told you, we need to be start from a front end. We need to be start from a front end. So front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript and React JS. Okay. So if I say front end, so front end, take a note. So everyone please take the notes. So front end, what is mean by front end? So see here, this is my Amazon website, correct? The user can able to see, that is called a front end, where the user can able to look and see, that is called a front end. Okay. So in the front end, we're having the two parts. One is the design part. Second one is the coding part. One is the design part. Second one is the coding. Design means HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Coding means, sorry, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. Coding means JavaScript, React JS. So Python itself here, coding, backend fully coding, only designing, these are the parts. Backend is fully coding part. So yesterday we seen about, sir, if you want to develop an application, so how many types of applications? Yesterday we seen how many types of applications? Web application, tell me. So if anybody missed, please take it types of applications. What are the types of applications of web, mobile, Windows, gaming, networking application, testing tools, testing applications, embedded system, and VLSI. So many applications are there. So to develop any application, so applications are developed on top of a missions. It can be computer mission, or else if you go to the ATM itself a mission, right? Okay. No? For example, if I go and stand behind the ATM, give me 500, it will give a, okay, this is my ATM, you are going to be stand and asking, okay, na? So give me 500, no. It is expecting some inputs. Once you are providing inputs, then only you are going to be get a money. Correct? Sir, how to give a inputs to a computer? That you don't worry. Already our scientists are developed. So that is the programming language. Okay, na? So that is called a programming language. So as a human being, I want to talk with a mission. What is the way? Programming language. Programming language expecting a commands. It will ask. So if you want to withdraw or deposit, withdraw, how much you want. All these are called commands. Once you are providing a command, respect to code blocks, logic blocks will be called, and respective operations will be happen. Okay, na? For example, I want to purchase so some locker. When I click on this one, the respective information is loading. Okay, na? So respective information is loading means respective logic is firing. Okay, the first and foremost is we will start with front end. Okay, we will start with the front end. In the front end, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, coding is JavaScript and React JS. Okay. Sir, what is mean by HTML? HTML stands for hypertext markup language. So what is the purpose of a HTML? To create a web application. So HTML, please take the notes. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML used for HTML used to develop web applications. HTML used to develop web applications. Okay, na? Only web applications, browser-based applications. browser based applications. Mobile application, that is the different. Either Android or iOS, you need to be learn. Okay, na? Next, CSS, cascading style sheet. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. Why we need to use the CSS? So to beautify the content. So see here, it was beautified. See, for example, this is one box. Background, light shade. So next here, focus. See the color. It was changing the color. Next, this is my button. Okay, I mean not a button. They're adding a some important deal of the day. So 23% less. So this is the price. Okay, so free delivery. So this is called beautification. This is called a makeup. Okay, na? So without a CSS means you can't able to understand the HTML. The proper structure is not there. Everything will be shown one after another. Without a CSS, you can able to see one after another. Is that looking good? No. Okay. So I will explain what is this developer tool. So just to see, I'm removing the CSS. Okay. I'm just removing the this is my Amazon website. It's looking good without a CSS. Okay. It's looking good. So CSS are used for the beautification. Okay, na? Sir, how you remove? Don't worry, I will explain you. Okay, na? So even if you want to learn ethical hacking, first you should become a developer, UI developer at least. Web developer can able to do cyber security or next level. Okay, so see, image, content are overread. Okay, na? Without a CSS. Got it? I just removed the CSS. So this page don't have any CSS. Okay, so what is the purpose of a CSS? So like this, every day I will show you practical. What is the purpose of CSS? CSS adds beautification to the content. CSS add beautification to the content. So it will add visual appearance. Beautification to the content. Got it? See, without a makeup. Sometimes we are seeing Insta somewhere with makeup, without makeup. See here also. Okay, with and without. How it was looking. Okay, next one is JavaScript. What is the purpose of a JavaScript? So see here. Okay, let me refresh. Once I refresh, it will be reback. The code will be reback. Okay, na? So I want to be navigate, right navigation. Okay, left navigation. Got it? Right and left navigations. So how these navigations are happening? That is called a action. So JavaScript is providing a actions. Okay, na? JavaScript providing a events. By the JavaScript, we can able to interact with the web applications. Okay, what JavaScript? JavaScript adds actions or events to the HTML elements. So JavaScript add actions or events to the HTML elements. Got it? Why HTML? HTML used to develop a web application. Okay. Next, why CSS? To add a beautification to the application. Why JavaScript? To add event or action to the HTML elements. Okay, na? Clear? Next. What is a web application? Next, take a heading, web application. So we are clear by using front-end technologies, we are going to be develop which applications? Web application. So what is a web application? So basically any application. Here we are having the 8 different types of applications, right? All these are called software applications, web, mobile, all these. So web application also a software application. It was developed by using web technologies, which are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, run on web browser. Clear? So take notes. Web application is a software component. It was developed by using web technologies. Okay, so you people are Python full stack only. So initially we will start with the user interface. Okay, na UI part. So then we will start our UI placement. So parallelly we will go for a Python full stack. Okay, na. Next database, and we'll come up with a one project. What are the web technologies? HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That is enough. And run on web applications are where it is running. Web browser. Web browser. Okay, so web application is a software component. So it was developed by using web technologies and run on web browser. Clear? Next, types of web applications. Types of web application. How many types? Basically, web applications are two types. Web applications are two types. One is static web application. Second one is dynamic web application. One is static web application. Next one is dynamic web application. So static means you can't able to interact. Okay, na? User will not interact. Just to see, that's it. You can't able to click or focus or something. For example, IRCTC, dynamic application. But I want to see the how the IRCT is looking. Sorry, I want to see any trains are scheduled. Different websites also I can refer. For example, let me go to our vacancy train. Okay, na? So these a few pages are static. Here you are going to be interact anything. No, you can able to just see it. That's it. You can't do anything. Okay, you can able to just see. You can't able to do anything. Okay, na? Static means just user can able to see, no interaction. So static application means display the content and no user interaction. So which is developed by using HTML, CSS. That's it. Static means HTML, CSS. Dynamic means user interactable web application. Dynamic application is nothing but a user interactable. It is developed by using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So another definition of JavaScript is it is used to develop dynamic web application. or user interactable web application. Clear? So now what type of applications are we are going to be create? Dynamic applications. What type of applications we are going to be create? Dynamic applications. Okay, na? So to create this application, what are the requirements? Okay. To create a web application, what are the requirements? What are the softwares are required? Tell me. I want to write a code. So if you want to write a code, an editor is required. Okay. Yes. Which editor? See, Notepad plus plus, Visual Studio Code, anything. Next, I want to run. So to run this one, you require a browser. For example, if you want to run a Python runtime environment is required. If you want to run a web application, browser is required. Browser is a compiler. That's it. Browser will compile HTML to user interactive. Okay, na? So here you can able to see HTML tags. Even confused are able to see any HTML tags? No, you can't able to see any HTML tags. Okay. But the content you can able to see? Yes. Okay, na? So browser converts HTML to browser displaying data. Okay, and it will convert. Okay. So everybody is clear up to now. So an application is nothing but a software component. Basically, we are going to be develop different types of applications. So we are going to be develop a web application. Web applications are two types, static and dynamic. Is the static or dynamic? So designing part HTML and CSS. HTML used to create and display the content. CSS add a beautification to the content. JavaScript add user interaction to the content. Okay. Everybody clear up to now? Next, software required. Okay. For this static applications, initially we'll see the static applications and then we'll see a dynamic application. So to develop this static application, what are the softwares are required? First one is editor, code editor, or IDE. IDE stands for integrated development environment. IDE stands for integrated development environment. Okay. So which editor we are going to use? Notepad plus plus. So today I will show you in the Notepad plus plus. Later we'll see a Visual Studio VS Code. Okay, na? Next, runtime environment. So which one is used to run applications? Which one used to run applications? Browser. Okay, na? Python to run a Python runtime is required. For a Java runtime environment is required. For web applications, web browser is required. Web browser, either Chrome or Mozilla or Python. Done na? That's it. That's it. Okay. So let us install Notepad plus. Go to the browser Notepad plus plus. Okay. So what is the difference between the Notepad and Notepad plus plus? Both are same, but Notepad plus plus is an IDE. Your IDE means integrated development environment. So what is mean by integrated? I will show you. Okay. So download. So anything you can able to download. Let me download the latest one. So everybody is following. See, download started. Download is completed. I'm just running. It is asking for you want run. I'm clicking on the yes. Okay. It is asking for the next. Agree. Next. No need to do anything check or uncheck. Just clicking on a next. you want to create a shortcut, you can able to create. Otherwise, you can able to leave. So I'm installing. Okay, finish. Okay, so Notepad is loading for me. Okay, so already I have installed earlier. That is the reason it is showing the so many tabs on the tab. Let me take a new one. Okay, sir, integrated means see here. This is called a Notepad plus plus. So let me open a Notepad. Okay, it is the just editor. It was integrated with any programming language or something, nothing, just editor. Okay, na? But see here, you can able to select a programming language. We are going to be develop HTML. For example, CSS means go and take it as a CSS. Same like JavaScript means JavaScript. Python, P for Python. Okay, na? So now what I'm going to be develop HTML. Okay, na? So that is the reason here I'm having the language select and settings tools. Okay, so installation is completed. Yes. Okay. So everybody is following up to here. Next, we need to understand the skeleton of HTML skeleton. So take the skeleton less than not doc type HTML. Okay, HTML. So let me close it once again. Let me run. Then you can able to take it. Okay, slash HTML. HTML contains two parts. One is head section. Second one is the body section. One is the head section. Second one is the body section. Okay. Head and body section. So in the head section, we are going to add a references. In the head section, references. So how to comment? This is the way to comment. Okay, control case. I just press control case. Here, content. Okay, so please take this one, references. Either CSS or references of CSS or JavaScript. Here the content you are going to be represent. So this is the skeleton of HTML. Okay. So here, what is the purpose of a doc type HTML? Okay. So this indicates the HTML version. So this indicates HTML5 version. So note చేసుకోండి, please take the note. So this indicates HTML 5.4. Okay. So generally 0 is invented by Indian person, right? Correct. That is the reason foreign countries are calling 0 5.0. They will not call 0. Next, this HTML is a root tag. This HTML is a root tag. Next, already have taken, right? This head section for the referencing of CSS and JavaScript. So body used for adding a content. Okay. So let me add here, welcome to PKC training. So full stack Python course. Okay. Na? So you need to be save and run. How to save? See here, just so go to the folder. See, please create a specific folder. Okay. So for example, let me create a web underscore example. Okay. Yesterday I told you, right? There are 4 cases to be created. For example, so web space ex. Okay. Na? Habitually you are going to create. Okay. For example, welcome dot. Okay. Dot awesome. Dot is not required. Welcome. Okay. Automatically will save as a HTML. How to run? Go to that specific folder. The D web examples. This is my one, right? My default one is the Opera. Okay, na? So right click, open with the Google Chrome. So able to see here %20. Okay, na? So that is the reason while you are working on a real-time project in the companies, we should not use the space. You should be follow the 4 standards, either Camel, Pascal, China, Snake case. That I will explain you again. Don't worry. Okay. So see, the program itself English language. Okay, na? Creating a folder, file, writing a program, everything is a English language. In the English, how you are writing is important. In the English, how you are writing is important. Okay. No. Space means again in %20. Okay, encryption. This is not a correct format. Okay. That is the reason you must create with a snake case. Okay. Snake is here I'm tying. Okay. So let me open this one. Let me run on Google Chrome. So are you able to see any encryption? No. Plain. Whatever I'm giving, I can able to see. Okay. Got it? So how to create? Create a what happened? One second. So please take your notes. So what you need to do? Create a web application. How to create first? Create a folder name. Create a folder. Don't use space in the name. Don't use the space in the name. Okay. Next, create a HTML page and save in the folder. So in that specific folder, you need to be saved. How to run? Open that file in the browser. Okay. So is that clear? Everybody followed? So today I'm giving a work as a, okay. Today I'm giving a work as a create a HTML pages. Okay, na? The first page is a create a registration page. One is registration page. Next one is a create a table. Just without a CSS. So just try to create a registration page and create some tables. Create some list. Okay, but in detail I will explain what is an element, what are the core components of HTML, how many types of element, how many types of tags, how to create a tables, how to use a bootstrap table, how to create a registration page, how to use a bootstrap registration page. Okay, na? How to create a list, how to create a menu. All these things I will explain. Okay, any questions?